This is Yusef Latif, which is the one instrumental version. The rest are vocal versions. In the evening, we're at 10 p.m. on a Wednesday evening. It's in the evening.
This is the Happy Birthday Willard Jenkins video. I don't make a lot of happy birthday videos, but my friend Willard is turning 70 today. That's a milestone year. He's a milestone kind of guy, so I wanted to say a few words about him. He's been a very helpful, supportive friend with the jazz video guy. He is an activist when it comes to this music, and he's a supporter of people. He's also a very tall man. In fact, nearly everyone looks up to Willard Jenkins, but Willard decided early on that he wanted to have mentors that he could look up to. Perhaps that's why he ended up working with Randy Weston, who's even taller than Willard. Now, Willard has worked in a variety of capacities with the music, as a journalist, as a DJ. He's on the radio right now.
And good evening. At 10:06 on this Wednesday, November 13th, it's the Ancient Future edition of WPFW's Night Jazz. Good evening, I'm Willard Jenkins, your host from now until midnight.
He's also written books, orchestrated, arranged, worked very closely with his mentor, Randy Weston, one of his mentors, for Randy's autobiography, and his work with the Tri-C Jazz Festival, and now the DC Jazz Festival, and the Lost Jazz Shrine series, his blog, many other projects, many other organizations. He's been a busy fellow since he survived the Kent State Massacre. You know, a lot of people I know are turning 70 this year. I'm turning 70 this year. We were born in 1949. Our parents were survivors of the Depression and World War II. I guess I first knew about Willard through his writing, articles, liner notes, and then meeting him at jazz events like the Jazz Times Convention in the 90s and the IAJE conference, and then meeting his lovely wife, Susan, also an activist. They are spirits, activists, people who are humanitarians, who love the music and who've spent their lives involved with it and presenting it and doing things with it. And we need more people like that, more kind-hearted people, more people who care about something that matters. When you hit these milestone years like 50, 60, 70, you stop for a moment. It's only a number, first of all, but you look back. What have I done? Where am I now? Where am I going? It's inevitable. Now, if Willard stops and looks at his life, he's going to see all the work that he's done for the music, his beautiful family, his wonderful relationship with his wife, his children, being a grandfather. That matters. And you're going to see a guy who likes to laugh, who loves music, who's traveled all around the world to listen to it and support it. Most importantly, he's a guy who is not finished. He's never going to retire. He's always going to be on the radio or writing or producing festivals or consulting or doing what he can to preserve and celebrate and encourage this music called jazz. And also, he is hardly a wallflower when it comes to politics or anything like that. I know he doesn't really post as much as other people do his political views, but he has strong humanitarian, liberal views, as many of us do, many of us share. And that infuses his work. The spirit, the enthusiasm, the love that he has for the music and for life comes shining through in the man we call Willard Jenkins. Willard, I love you, man. Thank you for everything you've done for the music. Thank you for everything you've done for me. And just keep on doing what you're doing, because you are doing the right thing.
Jazz is more of an aesthetic
than it is a style of or form of music. And I say that because of different branches and these different sounds like you just mentioned. And this openness that you just mentioned, this openness to change, this constant quest of certain musicians who play this music to change and to find new ways of playing it. So really what it is it's an aesthetic umbrella under which there are all these different forms and ways of playing the music. And, you know, there's no one way to play this music, and that's one of the beauties of the music. The fact that it can mean so many things to so many different people. You know, you can get a room of even people who identify themselves as enthusiasts. You can get a room full of enthusiasts together, and you can go around the room and ask them, well, what is jazz to you? And you can get 20 different answers.